Hey guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now this is What If Deku is a pure-blooded exiled vampire, part 1. Okay, I'm gonna give you a brief description of his powers. He's gonna have the normal abilities like a vampire does for a pureblood, and I'm giving him some abilities from Vampire Knight from the anime, Blood Whip, Fire, and Ice. That's the powers I'm gonna give him for right now. If the story requires for me to give him more shit, then I'll give him more powers. Why not? We're just another overpowered Deku, but anyways, you guys have probably noticed my old Vampire What If. I this is a redo, so I deleted my old one. I really didn't like it too much. I'm like don't get me wrong, it was a good What If. I I just felt like I could do better in it. That's why I made this one. The part zero hasn't been out for not even more than like 3 days, and it's already hit almost 400 likes and one dislike. There's always a couple dislikes on my channel for some reason, but screw the haters. So if they want to put if they put the if they take time of their day just disliking my video, it's like, huh. See, I personally don't just dislike videos because I really don't see the point of it. If I don't like it, I'll stop watching it. It's no big deal. Like, whatever. But, it's all good. It's what it is. I appreciate you guys for showing this series so much, attention. Hope you guys like this part as much as you like part zero. Alright, we're gonna... I have a couple more things to get over before we start our story off tonight. Now, I'm gonna work on this until Thursday or Friday. Then I'll continue with my normal what ifs. So Ruby will be on all my Ruby ones will be on hold until next Monday. Not this Monday, but next Monday. I just want to get this series a lot more episodes out. I want to get this series, going. Just because, I really want to, because, I'm a sucker for vampires and werewolves. It's just a simple sucker. I like vampires and werewolves. That's all I can say about it, really. Now, Lulu will be, she will be getting a job at Endeavor Agency. That's because I'm using one of the, one of you, oh, sorry, one of you guys, gave me, a neat idea. I wasn't sure who I was going to go with, but Lulu's going to work at the Endeavor Agency, the Tortuga Agency. So that's because I want to. Let's say she has a fire quirk because Endeavor, he doesn't like anyone that doesn't have a fire quirk work there for some reason. But that's how this is going to work. Oh, I don't know how many packs of werewolves are going to be in this story. Uh, for right now, there's at least one, and of course there's rogue wolves like always when it comes to werewolves, and there's a vampire family in Japan, stuff like that. We'll get into the details in it at a later date once I introduce them into the story. And of course, there's witches and all the magic bullshit stuff. As we're gonna start our story off now, sorry guys. As the sun rises, as Ezekiel's just staring out the window, as Lulu's still asleep, as she finally gets up. Ah, sir, you're awake. Did you did you sleep at all? As Ezekiel's like, huh, you know me, I don't really sleep. vampire and all. Yeah, that's true. All right, here's I need to take care of a few things on my end. Stay inside for right now, sir. I'm gonna I'm going to return the application at the school. Then I'll get you your school uniform. Then hopefully you start by tomorrow. Very well, Lulu. Have fun. Uh, try. I'll try, sir. As she goes out, as she gets in the car, as she drives off the fill out application at the Denver agency, return the paper to the school to get Ezekiel enrolled. As Ezekiel gets out a piece of paper, as he starts writing stuff down, as he puts it on on the where where she would see it at first. Um, on the table in the suite, as Ezekiel you know leaves. And she's like, "No, Lulu wanted me to stay in, but I want to check out the city more. What worse could happen? It's daylight. It's not like I'm going to start a war or anything." As Ezekiel, he has a key card to the room. As he leaves, as he tells the main office that he'll be visiting the city for a little bit. If Miss Lulu, if my sister comes before me, tell her that I went. No, he gives her a piece of paper. Give this to my sister, if she arrives before I do. Yes, of course, sir. You have a nice day. Plan to. As he puts his hood on, as he travels around the city on foot, watching all the humans, their daily activities. As Ezekiel spend the whole day just traveling around, as he gets to a part of the town that's pretty shitty. As he walks past a big building, it has a vampiric symbol on it. As Ezekiel's like, huh, I heard about these these places. Interesting. I guess I'll take a look. As Ezekiel gets to the front door of the building, as there's a bouncer, a tall man. Sorry, kid, but this is invite only. As Ezekiel, I suggest you move. I'm thirsty. Sorry, kid. Sorry, kid, but you're not. We only people a certain type of people are able to allow to enter here. As Ezekiel grabs him by the throat, lifts him up. I suggest you watch your tone, churned, filthy half breed. He calls half breeds churned vampires, by the way. Unless you want me to drain you instead. As the guy sees his fangs. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. As one of his there was two bouncers. Sorry, sir. My friend's he's the idiot. Good. Next time, don't get in my way. As Ezekiel walks through the building, as it's a nightclub, as people are dancing, the music's blaring. As he sees several humans being drained. Huh. Disgusting. As the guards as the bouncers, what the hell, man? Dude, you need to take a closer look at that boy. He's a purebred. You're lucky he didn't rip your head off. Don't know what family he's from, but clearly he's powerful. I just could feel it off him. As you've been around as long as I have, you could tell the difference between a churn base and a purebred. Ezekiel goes up to the bar as he sits down as he sees a man with horns and a tail, well, wings. Hello, sir. What can I do for you? As he looks at Ezekiel, huh, as he smiles, we haven't had one of you lot in here in a while. It's rare to have a pureblooded walk to this lovely establishment. Please, what can I get for you, sir? Oh, oh, positive, please. As he flops down a gold coin, as he takes it, huh? A Romanian gold coin, a Romanian vampire coin. It's a currency for vampires. As a blood coin. I haven't seen one of these in ages. Why don't you? As he pours a little bit of cinnamon in it, try this. It's what I've been told. It's pretty good. As Ezekiel drinks the blood, very delicious. Thank you. I aim to please. Romania. Governance. Sorry, I totally had that on. So as he's like, it's very rare to come across a Romanian vampire, especially in Japan. What brings you to this lovely country? As Ezekiel continued to drink his drink, I just moved here. Lovely city, by the way. Interesting. I'm shocked that there is a I'm shocked that they have this one establishment. I've heard about these in 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 Romania. Yeah, your kind in Romania, they like to not socialize with the other vampire families, especially with that council you got going on over there in Romania. Bunch of stuck-up pricks, you ask me. I see he's cleaning glass. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay. Come get me if you need anything. You have a lovely time. Pure blood, pure blood. Very well, incubus. As the man smiles, as Ezekiel walks off, as he sits at the back of the table, as they send him drinks, as the bartender, you come here, cover for me. I have to see the mistress. Yes, Max. That's his name, Max. Max walk in the back room as he goes upstairs, as he knocks on a door, as there's no answer, as he opens it up, as he sees a werewolf being tortured, as he shuts the door, as Mistress, we have a interesting visitor. What is it, Max? I'm busy. Have a as you have a woman with silky white hair, pale skin, as she's like, "What pack do you belong to? Pretty gutsy to come to my establishment and try to attack me, filthy wolf." As the man doesn't refuse to talk very well, as she rips out his throat. Now, what is it, Max? I'm already in a bad mood as it is. Mistress, we had a unique visitor today. Okay, why does that matter to me? We get all sorts of lot here. As Max throws her a coin, a room as she this if I'm not mistaken, Max, this is a Romanian blood coin. Where did you get this? By a young man that visited our establishment today. He's still here. The looks of it, he's a pureblood. He's a pureblood. As she examines the blood coin, what is a pureblood Romanian doing in Japan? Those lots don't socialize with the rest of our kind. I don't know. He's all that information I got out of the young man is he's moved to Japan recently. Interesting. I want to meet him. Yes, of course. I I will inform him. Good. I want bring him to the VIP room, please. Yes. Yes, ma'am. As he bows, as he leaves. A Romanian pureblood. Here in my little city. Interesting. As Max returns to the front, as he walks over to Izuku. Young man. Yes. The mistress of the house would like to have an audience with you. Please, follow me. As Izuku's like, if this is some more trap, it's not going to end well for you, Incubus. Don't worry, my boy. This is a friendly meeting. My mistress is, despite despite her looks, she's a good she's not into violence somewhat. At least with other vampires. You're in good hands, and after all, you're a pureblood. I highly doubt if you two fought, she would leave unharmed. As they get to a VIP room, as Max opens it, as he sees the woman there, Max, leave us. Yes, of course, ma'am. So you must be the visitor that Max told me about. As she gives a gesture, I am Lilith. You are? I'm Izuku Midoriya. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you, Izuku. As she shakes his hand. Come, sit. I had no idea. I don't see a whole lot of you Romanian purebloods around here. You lot seem to stick to yourselves. I want to know what is a Romanian pureblood doing here in Japan? If this is some sort of ploy to take over my territory, it's not going to end well for you, even though you are a pureblood from Romania. She's a she's a pureblood herself, but the Ezekiel comes from a lot more noble family than hers. Give it, he has more powers than she does, and he could easily take her out if he wanted to. If you're worried about the council sending me here to mess with you or whatever you got going on here, uh, as he's like, I'm not here to take over your territory. I recently moved here to Japan. And why is that? Because I was banished. That's as much information I'm going to give out. Very well. That's fine. As long as you know this town's mine. Of course, Lilith. I have no interest in taking over your territory. Good. As she claps her hands. Now, the business is out of the way. Now we could get to know each other. So as they spend a good portion talking, By the looks of you, you're very young for a pureblood. You, um, if I would guess, maybe a couple centuries old, as you could give or take. That sounds very well. Well, welcome to my city. As long as you follow the rules, you're more than welcome here. This is a safe haven for our kind. There's several similar facilities all around Japan that I run. When I entered the city, Lilith, I noticed a strong scent of a couple packs. What's the situation on the werewolf side of things? And she's like, damn werewolves, disgusting creatures. They've been a hassle. We have a peace treaty with the werewolves, thanks to the queen. As Ezekiel tells his queen, oh yeah, I keep forgetting. Yeah, the news didn't really spread. The former queen has been dethroned, sort of say. Her her daughter has took over rulership. She's stationed here in Japan. My boss, after all. I see. So that's who's backing you. Are you trying to dig information out of me? Maybe. Uh, they they laugh. I I tend to forget how devious I totally messed it up. You vampires from Romania can be sometimes. Sorry, force a habit, Miss Lilith. Please, just call me Lilith. After all, I believe we're going to be seeing a lot of each other. Word of advice, Izuku, dear. I suggest you make a audience with the queen. Out of respect. After all, you're entering her territory. Here is I'll contact her tonight and we'll set up a meeting. Maybe in a week or so, judging how soon she wants to see you. Yes, of course, Lilith. Well, I as lovely this has been, this encounter, Lilith, I must return home. My human will be worried. Human? Yes, my my most closest advisor walks in the door. You wanted to see me, Mistress? Yes. Give spread the word out that Izuku Midoriya is welcome here. Understood? Yes, ma'am. Things are about to be interesting, especially with a Romanian pureblood here. Fascinating. You girls, come here. Yes, ma'am. Keep an eye on him, just in case. Yes, ma'am. As they're gonna ghost Izuku for a while. Izuku doesn't care. He'll notice them right away, but he doesn't really care about that. Ma'am, are you you think he's plotting something? No, I don't think so. What I want to know is what authority does the council in Romania have the authority to banish someone of his blood? I can really tell I can really tell by the aura of him. He comes from a very old prestige family. Not sure how old his family is, but something doesn't add up right. I'll be leaving. I'll be heading off to the palace. Yes, yes, ma'am. As Lilith goes off, gets in the car as she drives off, as she goes to visit the queen, he gets back to his hotel as Lulu's on the table waiting for Ezekiel. There you are, sir. I told you not to leave. Sorry, Lulu, but I got bored. Sitting in a hotel until you got back would have been a hassle, so I took a quick trip around the city. Did anything happen, sir? No, I came across of a vampire establishment. I did the whole seem interesting. I think I'll visit that. I'll visit that place again sometime. But so, how did things go on your end? Everything at your new school has been set up. You start in a couple days. I should be starting work pretty soon. Where exactly are you working at? The Hero Agency. What are you plotting, Lulu? As Lulu gives a smile. Nothing. I just want to. If I'm gonna get a job, at least I want to get a job where I could keep tabs on these heroes. Very well, Lulu. I'll let you do your job. Of course you will, because my job is to protect you, of course. Yeah. Very soon, I'm going to have to visit the royals here. Royals, sir? Yeah, apparently the vampire queen, the ruler of the vampires, even though the Romanians are my kind and Romania refuses to acknowledge her, the queen, apparently. She's stationed here in Japan, so I'm most likely going to have to make an audience with her. Are you gonna be alright, sir? Yeah, it'll be fine, Lulu. It's just to show audience with her to show a matter of respect, entering her territory and all. It could go either way. But I did found some information though. As Lulu keeps listening, apparently the vampires here, the vampires here and the werewolves have a peace treaty. So don't think the werewolves will be causing much trouble. Mine is, strays. I've been told of the rules in this city when it comes to the vampire laws. As long as as long as I don't start the conflict, I have free reign to do what I want. I can't openly attack the werewolves as long as they attack me first. Self-defense and all that. So I'm gonna go to take a quick, power nap. As he's gonna go in a brief hibernation. He's been up for a while. As he goes to sleep, as he sleeps for like 3 days straight, as Lulu wakes him up, sir. What's this? Is it your school uniform, sir? They have a dress code apparently. Very well, I guess if I'm gonna blend in like a human, I might as well dress like one. What we're gonna do about these? As he points to his ears, I label your quirk as a mutation quirk, so it's gonna cause no problems. What what exactly did you put down for my quirk, by the way? Did you read the documents? I glanced at it, but I don't really understand Japan. Don't understand the language. Reading it at least. I can speak it just fine, but I haven't got a grips of the Japan language just yet. Because of your natural hair color, sir, I put your quirk down as ice manipulation. Interesting. Why is that? Because apparently people with ice quirks usually have white hair. I see, so I should refrain from using my other abilities in front of the general population. I think that will work. thank you, by the way, for all the hard work you've done. I do appreciate all you've done for me so far since we've been to Japan. Of course, sir. If it wasn't for you, sir, I would have been dead a long time ago. As she's get a disturbing, like she's, thinking back on her past as, yeah, she has a very sad past before Ezekiel found her. As Ezekiel's like, puts his hand on her shoulder. It's no problem, Lulu. Despite, everything that happened, you have my full trust. You have always had my trust. You have proven to me that you are truly on my side. After all the trials I had to go through. I know, sir. Let's. You must be hungry. As Ezekiel, cooks her dinner. Sir, you don't have to do that. Of course, I like to. You're the closest thing to family I have now. Thank you, sir. As the suite had it like a kitchen, so just because I want to, so as they have a meal as Ezekiel sleeps for the rest of the day. Well, it doesn't really sleep, stays up. As the next morning, Lulu gets up in the mornings, as she sees Ezekiel in his neat little school uniform. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, sir. You look good in anything, really. Thank you, Lilith. Not Lilith, Lulu. Love flattery. Of course you do, sir. Come on, we're going to be late. As she has her work uniform on, as she drops Ezekiel off from the school. Then she has to head off to work. Lulu, contact me if anything happens. Oh, she's like, yes, of course. Oh, before I forget. And she hands him a cell phone. What's this? It's what they call a cell phone. It's a phone. You're able to call anyone by like anywhere you go, as long as you have a signal. Huh, technology. As he throws it in the air, catches it, and puts it in his pocket. Very well. I'll see you when I'm done with school. As he doesn't want to think about that. He doesn't really want to go to school, but he kind of has to. As we cut to Lilith, as she's walking into the Royal Vampire, I'm not sure where they would be in Japan, like the building itself. Let's say it's like an old-fashioned castle, like an old-fashioned palace that they've been that they the royal family's been there for a very long time. Their family their family's been there longer than the cork gene itself. So as Lilith goes through the throne room, as she kneels down, Your Majesty, I have some information. Go on, Lilith. Speak. Sometime yesterday night, a pureblood from Romania visit my lovely my lovely little lodge. Tell me everything, Lilith. Of course, Your Majesty. As we're gonna stop it there. Hope you guys have a good night and day. Judging my time, so it's alright. Catch you guys later. Bye.